Hi guys, my name is Shutapa and today we are going to do a chapter from class 12th Pol Science, Regional Aspirations. Now, this is a very big chapter and there are a lot of things that we learned from this chapter. क्या हुआ था जब हमें independence मिली थी? After that, things were supposed to be normal, we were supposed to be a peaceful country, but it didn't happen that way. We had a lot of revolutions across the country और इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स होने लगी जिनकी वजह से वो बहुत ज़्यादा मूवमेंट्स और प्रोटेस्ट्स करने लगे. सो दैट प्रॉब्लम वाज रिजॉल्व्ड बाय रीड्रॉइंग द इंटरनल बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द स्टेट्स. मतलब स्टेट्स के जो इंटरनल बाउंड्रीज है, जैसे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आंध्र प्रदेश वाज मेड बिकॉज ऑफ द विशाल आंध्रा मूवमेंट, जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल. ऐसे बहुत सारे बाउंड्रीज को रीड्रॉ करने के बाद इन दी एडवाइस विद द एडवाइस ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन ये चीज़ थोड़ी बहुत नॉर्मलाइज हुई थी. बट लेटर ऑन स्पेशली टूवर्ड्स द 1980s बहुत सारी जगहों में अलग अलग मूवमेंट्स होने लगे बिकॉज ऑफ फॉर ग्रेटर ऑटोनॉमी और मे बी फॉर सिसेशन. मतलब कुछ स्टेट्स ऐसे थे जो इंडियन यूनियन से सेपरेट होना चाहते थे. दे डिडंट वांट टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द इंडियन यूनियन. Because of these, the government had to take a lot of steps to normalize the situation in those states. One such example is that of Kashmir. Kashmir is a very disputed area, we all know that, right? But the issue of Kashmir is so long drawn that it is not even a peaceful state even today. So how did the Kashmir issue start? Now, it began very soon after independence. In fact, it began as soon as in October 1947. What happened was, the state of Kashmir or the state of Jammu and Kashmir has a mixed population of Hindu, Muslim and Buddhists. But like most other Muslim populated regions were given away to Pakistan, Pakistan believed that since Kashmir में मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी में है, मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, सो दे हैव डायरेक्ट अथॉरिटी टू दैट state. It should have been given to Pakistan. That's what they believed, but it wasn't. It was a part of the Indian Union, which was not very acceptable to Pakistan. So what they did is, in 1947, October 1947, they ordered a tribal infiltration in Pakistan. The tribes fought on behalf of Pakistan. So they sent a tribal infiltration to Kashmir. They fought on behalf of Pakistan so that Pakistan could acquire that region. As a consequence of that, aaj bhi, even today, a part of Kashmir is illegally captured by Pakistan. So what happened was, because of that tribal infiltration, there was a dispute in Kashmir. At that time, or even before the independence, when the British rule was going on, the ruler of Kashmir was a Hindu ruler. His name was Hari Singh, right? So he was a Hindu ruler. He ruled and after independence, when states were supposed to merge with either India or Pakistan, what Hari Singh wanted, the ruler of Kashmir, what he wanted was Kashmir को independent status मिल जाना चाहिए. It should not be a part of either India or Pakistan. That's what he wanted. He wanted to rule over that state. He didn't want a government or something like that. And there was the national conference that was operational in Kashmir. The national conference was like a party. It had a long allegiance with Congress. Like जैसे Congress ने freedom movement में बहुत struggle किया था. That's like what national conference is in Kashmir. So the national conference wanted to get rid of the Maharaja. They didn't want a ruler, an aristocrat. And what they didn't also want was integration with Pakistan. They didn't want to integrate with Pakistan. They were more supportive of India, right? So what happened is, the Maharaja, when the tribal infiltration happened, since it was sent by Pakistan, the Maharaja had to take help from India, the Indian government, right? So India offered to help, but every help comes at a cost. So India sent its army. Indian army was sent to fight on behalf of Kashmir or the entire state. with Pakistan, but India said कि हम तुम्हारी help करेंगे, हम अपनी army भेजेंगे, हम उन्हें भगा देंगे, but after that you have to integrate with India, you have to sign what they call the instrument of accession. That's the merger agreement between a state and the country that they are merging with. So the instrument of accession was signed, and it was also said कि इस merger के बारे में कश्मीर के लोगों के views लिए जाएंगे, because speaking of Kashmir people, they didn't see themselves as belonging to either India or Pakistan. They thought of themselves as Kashmiris. Their regional identity was more important to them than the national identity. They were Kashmiris above all, and they didn't want anything else apart from that. So it was said that their opinions would be taken into account after the situation had normalized, and now there was a fight between the Indian army and Pakistan. Anyway, however, after that, since India offered to help, and since the Maharaja had already signed an agreement, so after that Kashmir became, or this entire state of Jammu and Kashmir became a part of India. What also happened was National Conference was the major party over there, right? So when it came to politics, nothing else stood a chance apart from National Conference, and the leader of National Conference was Sheikh Abdullah, right? So what happened is after the situation had normalized and war होने के बाद और जब सब कुछ ठीक हो गया in 1948, in fact in March 1948, Sheikh Abdullah was elected as the Prime Minister. Now speaking of the Prime Minister, हमें पता है कि हर स्टेट का जो लीडर होता है, ही इज द चीफ मिनिस्टर, बट जम्मू एंड कश्मीर वाज अ स्पेशल स्टेट, राइट? द हेड ऑफ द स्टेट at that time, back then, he was called the prime minister. They thought of themselves as powerful as the head of the central government, so he was called the prime minister at that time. Anyway, so that's what happened. National Conference came to power, and Sheikh Abdullah became the prime minister. He ruled, and he ruled quite nicely for a period of time, but then he ruled for 5 years, and then in 1943 he was dismissed. He was dismissed by the central government, and he was detained, right? He was detained, kept in jail for quite a number of years. He was kept in jail from 1953 to 1964. In 64 he was released, but then he was captured again in 1965, and he was detained till 1968. This was done by the central government, and the involvement of the government in Jammu and Kashmir's matters was not liked by the people. वो independent status चाहते थे, right? And they even got independent status through the Article 370, which granted autonomy to the region of Jammu and Kashmir, according to which they have their certain own independent statuses. They enjoy more freedom than the other states. They have their own constitution, and there are certain laws of the Indian constitution which are not applicable to Jammu and Kashmir unless the state parliament says so, right? So this is how the Article 370 grants a special status to the region of Jammu and Kashmir. So anyway, when the central government tries to involve in Kashmir's matters, that is not liked by the people. They do not like the central pressure or their involvement in their own regional matters. So क्या हुआ, जब शेख अब्दुल्ला got dismissed, he was detained, and then there was a center appointed leader, right? Somebody has to replace Sheikh Abdullah. There was this person called Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad who took Sheikh Abdullah's place, but he was not elected by the people. He was not a very popular figure, and he did not enjoy as much of power as Sheikh Abdullah did. This man had a legacy. He ruled over people's hearts. He was wanted in that position as the chief minister. But this man, Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad, was appointed by the central government. So he was not liked by the people very much. So anyway, this happened, and in the meantime, when all of this was happening, Sheikh Abdullah was detained, kept in jail for quite a number of years. And then there was National Conference became a weak party without Sheikh Abdullah, since the leader was removed from the party, it became kind of quite weak. So anyway, National Conference came to power again a few years later, and then in 1974, Sheikh Abdullah had finally reached a agreement with the central government, right? Indira Gandhi was the prime minister at that point of time, and she and Sheikh Abdullah had an agreement, and in the 1977 assembly elections, Sheikh Abdullah became the CM of the state again, right? So 1977 के assembly elections हुए थे, और this time Sheikh Abdullah had the backing of Congress, and he became the CM, right? So this happened for like after all this turmoil had ended. So Sheikh Abdullah was ruling as the chief minister in the state of Kashmir, but then he died in 1982, and that's when his son Farooq Abdullah became the next CM, right? So Sheikh Abdullah के death के बाद Farooq Abdullah became the CM. He ruled for some time, but क्या हुआ, गवर्नर जो था जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का, उन्होंने शेख अब्दुल्ला को डिसमिस कर दिया. नाउ द गवर्नर is appointed by the central government, right? So again we can see कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो थी वो कश्मीर के मैटर्स में या जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के मैटर्स में बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरफेयर कर रही थी, एंड द पीपल डिड नॉट वांट दिस बिकॉज दे वांटेड कि कश्मीर ऑटोनॉमी एंजॉय करे, वो थोड़ा सेपरेट रहे फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री. They wanted to be free actually. So anyway, Farooq Abdullah was dismissed by the governor. This is the reason why people got more and more alienated, right? They did not like जो politics चल रहा था, the way political processes were moving in the state. लोगों को वो पसंद नहीं आ रहा था. They wanted to enjoy freedom, they wanted to enjoy autonomy, and the government will not leave them alone, the central government, right? So then what happened is in 1986 the National Conference agreed to have an electoral alliance with Congress, right? So National Conference और Congress का वो गठबंधन हो गया. They contested the 1987 elections together, right? There was this alliance in between them, and in this election the National Conference and Congress alliance won a massive victory. They won by majority. ये था official declaration, but people did not believe it. लोगों को लगा कि there is something wrong with the voting process. Maybe there have been many malpractices. The entire process is rigged. They did not believe it because लोग इतना ज़्यादा उनका भरोसा उठ चुका था कांग्रेस के गवर्नमेंट से, और इवन जो नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस थी उससे भी भरोसा उठ चुका था लोगों का. पीपल गॉट एलियनेटेड फ्रॉम द नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस क्वाइट आफ्टर शेख अब्दुल्ला's death. But anyway, after this rigged voting process, people got even more alienated, and there was a scenario of a movement. लोग थोड़ा बहुत प्रोटेस्ट अब भी कर रहे थे, but that was not to a very massive scale. Movements चल रही थी, but then right after this fact came out कि maybe the voting process was rigged, there were malpractices in the voting process, उसके बाद ये movement बहुत ज़्यादा massive form लेने लगी, so much that people started getting violent. This led to the rise of an insurgency. Okay, so what's insurgency? There was a protest, there was movement, but it was not very non-violent. It was a very violent form of movement. It was a militant movement. So there was a militant movement occupying Jammu and Kashmir, and people were revolting, people were protesting against the government, against greater and greater involvement of the central government in the matters of the state. This is exactly what they didn't want before. So anyway, the insurgency had kept the state of Jammu and Kashmir in a grip for quite a number of years. and then fresh elections were held again in 1996, राइट. ये इतना सब कुछ मूवमेंट चलने के बाद 1996 में इलेक्शंस हुए थे. हियर द नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस won again. The National Conference won this election where Farooq Abdullah came to power with a demand कि हमें कश्मीर के लिए greater autonomy चाहिए, right? We want more freedom for Kashmir and we don't want the involvement of the central government. National Conference came to power without the Congress coalition thing, right? So this was the 1996 elections, but then in 2002, the next elections, National Conference failed to win. इसमें ये National Conference हार गई, and this was a very fair election, right? Because the earlier elections had been very unfair. There were severe allegations कि the voting process was being rigged, there were malpractices. So 2002 elections were very fair in the history of Kashmir, in which there was the People's Democratic Party that came to power, the People's Democratic Party. But this did not come to power alone. There was an alliance or a coalition with Congress. So the state Congress and the People's Democratic Party or PDP had a coalition, and this is the government that came to power in the 2002 elections. Now that is the entire history of Kashmir. But the things normalized a lot after that. But even to this day, Kashmir faces a lot of troubles because of the India-Pakistan feud, and this has been going on in